come out of the cameras today at Marsden Fields, which is situated just off the M42 towards Birmingham. And today's about really just ringing the changes. That's what it's about. So we're fishing in from 4 foot to 1 inch of water on the feeder. Well, say the feeder. We're ringing it, swapping it from the method to the cage to the bomb, back to the method. They're just, with it being red hot, they're just not settling on anything. But the only pattern we can see is that they do want to be in the shallowest water, which is like, I would probably say, an inch to 3 inches deep. You ping 6 mils over the top and they go a bit whappy on them, so you really have got to get that balance just right between putting too much in and putting just enough in, if that makes sense. And when there's too much in, stop the feed, chuck the bomb, and just sit on your hands, cast it every 5 minutes and just wait for one to pull your rod in. So we're getting loads of interest, there's loads of fish there, but it's hard. That depth of water, they can't get, there's no water for them to get the reds down on it, so they've literally got to come in and hoover it up. The feeders, so everything I like to use is in line, because most fisheries you go to, you can't, very few you can fish elasticated, so again, keeping it simple and getting used to using them. I stick to inline, so you can change from a bomb to a method, not so much a cage. Yeah, have the 10 foot set up for that. But the weight, this is probably an interesting bit for you, the weight of all my feeders is 30 gram. My theory behind it is, literally, it's like, you see a dart player throw darts, they will very rarely see a dart player change the weight of his darts. That's more for me to get consistency throughout all my fishing. So I know how to throw it, how hard to throw it, when to stop it, when to punch it, when not to punch it. It just gives me a lot more control and consistency over chucking a rod. So over say he's chucking a rod for 3 hours, the more consistent and neat and tidy I can be, the more fish I'm going to catch, is my theory. And today, when I've switched from the only thing I wouldn't use a 30 grams is a bomb, because you 9 times out of 10 chucking that into no man's land. But yeah, cage feeders, method feeders, everything. You could look through my box now, 95% of it is 30 gram. What, as a rule of thumb, again, I like to have it at a starting point. So started on the method, just a method feeder with 2 mils. Just sit there and leave it there for 5 or 6 minutes and just see what happens, and just work my way in. So we had a few on the method early doors, it stopped, so I needed to pull fish in, so I started to ping 6 mils over the top of it, and that worked really well. They're really responsive to the noise. But then what happened is we had too many fish come in, so I changed the shape of the feeder from a method to an hybrid, so you can't put as much bait on it. Plugged it with ground bait and still fished a 6 mil over the top. We had a few doing that worked, and then for some reason just the fish, I think the pulling power of that marine method just pulled way too many fish in, and it went absolutely carnage. We couldn't hook out. Then we chucked a bomb over the top, we popped it up off the bottom, just a single hook bait, and kind of like starved them on the hook. And we had a few doing that. It was nice doing that because it gives them a chance to clear the peg out and to reset the peg. So then we've gone straight back in on a method. Once we've felt like the spot was clear, we've kind of moved the spot slightly so it's fresh ground, chucked a method over it, and we're straight back into them. So the rod choice today is obviously a FEVA QT8, which is an 8 foot feeder rod. It's absolutely delightful for this kind of fishing. So the island's probably 20 to 22 metres away. I did set a 10 foot up, but the difference between the two, you can chuck honestly, I'm not the best, I don't claim to be the best caster in the world, but I can cast. I can pretty much chuck that on a sixpence. It's absolutely delightful. It's soft enough so because you're fishing in that much water, when they get all, they don't like it, they absolutely tail out your peg. It's just soft enough, it's really soft, just to cushion that first initial uproar and when they rip off. So it's absolutely perfect for the job. Just to summarise the day, fishing like this when it's hard and it's hot and the fish are there and it's like them frustrating days, just keep ringing the changes. Anything you can, like, don't think about it. Instead of thinking about it for 5-10 minutes, do it. There's nothing like, oh, let's drop that. I couldn't have gone any better if you made that up. Just ring the changes. Just keep ringing them, and this will happen. Look, like literally softened up the micros, fresh spot, bosh. Stick to the process, and well, proof's in the pudding. It'll happen for you. So ring the changes. If it's not working, change something. Only little fine tweaks. Don't go too mad and change your whole like setup and get where it gets too confusing and you've got kit everywhere. Just slight little tweaks and changes, and something will work. Something will work for you. If he's not too angry. There you go.